So welcome to Angel and Fairy Insights. I'm Courtney Long, angel communicator and fairy expert, and today the angels and fairies really want us to get inspired and to get in touch with our own power, our own natural essence. And it's just such a powerful time of transformation right now. Today, the 8th of December, or of October, oh my gosh, I said December. The 8th of October, today is the new moon. And today is a really powerful day, and that new moon energy will continue for the next couple of days into this week. So this is an important day for setting your intentions for this month, for the rest of this year, for moving into next year. And it's also an important time for putting your foot down and standing up for what you believe in. And this is also about aligning with your authentic self. So the angels and fairies are really encouraging us to get in touch with who we are. What do you believe in? What do you stand for in this world? And they showed me this really cool image that most of us have who we really are and our beliefs and our values. We have that deep inside of us. And some people are very vocal about that, or they're very expressive with it. And some of us tend to hold who we are a little closer to our hearts, almost like these lights inside of us. So what the angels and fairies are encouraging us to do is to feel safe, to let those lights on the outside of us, to express our truth, to express who you really are, to express your values, what you believe in, to share your messages in the world, especially if you're called to make a difference in the world, if you feel called to share a message or to help other people. There are things deep inside of you, and deep inside your heart, your core, that want to come forward. And they're showing me this really cool image of a waterfall just flowing, and they're saying get into your own internal flow. And that means aligning with your own natural energy flow within, which could be aligning up all your chakras, getting into your own natural energy flow in whatever ways are helpful for you. So get into the flow of your own energy, and then let that energy flow outward in ways that you're guided to. So this is about expressing yourself, but even before you express yourself, getting really in touch with yourself. And they're showing me an image of a rock. They are so cute. They're just kind of interrupting me for a second, going, you can do this, you can do this. So your angels and fairies are cheering you on, as always. They show me an image of a rock, and it's about feeling really solid in yourself, feeling solid in who you are. And we're going through, of course, so many crazy changes in our world and in our society, and there's all kinds of things happening in the news and in politics and all kinds of things that are kind of shaking us to our core. And if you think of a rock, you can shake a rock, but the rock is not going to change. It is a beautiful, beautiful rock, and it just is. And that's what the angels and fairies want us to emanate, is to be like, we can get shaken, the world can shake around us, but we are solid. We know who we are. So for you to feel solid in who you are and solid in your own love. So this is not a time to be afraid of anything. We talked last week about the fear monster. Let's not believe in the fear monster when the fear monster shows up. And if you didn't get a chance to watch last week's message, I highly recommend checking it out. It was so really empowering, and I had a lot of people saying how helpful it was. And so anyway, lots of good stuff from the angels and fairies last week. The title was Jumpstart Your Joy Now. Jumpstart Your Joy Now. So check that one out. And now this is about, like, we've turned a corner. This is a new day, a new week, and this is your time to put your foot down and stand strong and solid in who you are and what you believe in, and then get the wheels going, get the action moving for taking action toward your dreams, your desires, your purpose, any kind of new creation you're being guided to create. They're just showing me this breath of fresh air that even though it might have felt heavy lately, I know a lot of people going through all kinds of like turmoil and difficulty, and that's showing up in all kinds of ways for all of us. So even if it has felt a little heavier lately, this is like an opportunity for lightness. It's an opportunity to kind of fly through the storm, and the fairies are showing me an image of flying like a fairy through a storm and just being the light that you are. So don't believe in any fears that show up. And this is like, they're showing you putting it's like a poster almost, just to basically show up as you are and express yourself, express any kind of message that wants to come through you, and to be like bold about that, to be almost like loud and proud about who you truly are, what you stand for. And that just, it's like, that's the main guidance for this week from what they're showing so far, is really feel connected to who you are, what you believe in, and then share that with others. And this is in so many ways. It's like sharing it with the people you're meant to help, sharing it with your friends, your family, personal relationships, work, and every aspect of life, being who you truly are and no longer kind of like hiding from yourself, or no longer doubting the beautiful bright light that you are. And the fairies are reminding you that you are so incredibly powerful. You are here to uplift the planet, and that means that your life must feel uplifted as much as possible, right? So just keep focusing on uplifting and calling in light. And the angels and fairies gave us an assignment last week where they said to open up your arms to receive and to allow in these really high vibrations of light that are coming to the planet right now. And they're saying to continue that this week. So spend some moments here and there in total silence. And like they were showing the image of the solid rock, you might even grab a solid rock that you can hold on to this week. It can be any rock. It doesn't have to be fancy, just a plain rock. Hold on to it this week in your hand, on and off, to remind you to be solid in who you are, and also to call in all this beautiful light that is transpiring. And so the angels and fairies are they're really also encouraging you to let your wishes come true. And this is about, it's kind of like the message of manifestation, but it's different than regular manifestation. They're really putting the ball in your court, and they're saying it's up to you. It's up to you what happens next in your life. It's up to you if you want to swim in difficulty, or if you want to soar like an eagle or like a beautiful butterfly. And so this is up to you what happens next. And especially right now with this new moon, it's such an important time to set your intentions, whether it's declaring them out loud, writing them down, whatever you feel guided to do. So today is a really important day. This week is a really important week to declare. Like, I declare that I live in joy. I declare I live in abundance. I declare I freely express my thoughts and my feelings. I declare that I have a fulfilling romantic relationship. I declare I'm happy and healthy. And just really keep a list of declaring and having fun with it. And they're oh my gosh, the fairies are just showing, let this be an exciting exercise to declare. And the fairies really encourage us to decide what we want. This is their 3-step manifestation process. Decide what you want, declare it to yourself and to others, and then do it. Take action toward it. So deciding what you want is part of the always interesting part of the puzzle. And I recommend deciding what you want in a meditative state where you can get your ego out of the way and really open your heart and your mind to receive guidance. So call on your angels and fairies, call on the divine, your higher self, call on your higher guidance, and then ask, what am I being guided to create in my life? What is for my highest good? What are my next steps? Get in that meditative space, see what comes, and then that's basically you deciding what is next. So decide what's next for you, what you're creating this month, and then declare it. Really, really declare what you're being guided to do. And this is where it's kind of fun to declare it. You can share it with your friends. You can share it on social media. Share it, of course, with yourself, with your angels. Share it with whoever it needs to be shared with. And just, you're not asking. You're not like, please, universe, let me have what I want. This is declaring it, because you are powerful. And remember, they said they want us to get in touch with our own power this week. And it's up to us to take action. It's up to us to create. And they're reminding me of, this is an interesting message, about millionaires and people who have actually accumulated a lot of financial wealth. They probably exercised a similar process as this. They decided they were going to be a millionaire, or decided they were going for financial wealth. They declared it. They probably had a vision for themselves, declared it, and then they did it. They took action toward manifesting money. And so, and it reminds me, I think it's the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I think it's that book. He says at the beginning that the most important point of the whole book is that you must decide to be rich. If you want to be rich, you must make that decision. And once you truly, genuinely make that decision, then it sets things in motion. And so we're just using this as an example, right? It could be you're deciding to accumulate financial wealth. It could be you're deciding to be courageous to fulfill your purpose, or you're deciding to move to a new location that you're being guided to move to. Some kind of really powerful decision. But once you make that decision fully and clearly, nothing can stop you except yourself. Nothing can stop you. There's going to be lots of fire flames. So get in touch with what you want. Get in touch with your passion for it, kind of like your why or your mission behind it, and don't let anything stop you. Just keep going. So decide, declare, do it. Let me know if you have any questions about that process. I'm not using cards today. The angels and fairies said, let's just chat without cards today. So let me see if they have anything else. They're showing me a big rainbow around us all and just saying, keep your spirits up, keep your faith up and your sense of joy and wonder. And this is kind of a cool exercise. If you feel a little stressed this week in any capacity, just say, wow, how interesting. Like, get in the space of wonder. How interesting. I'm stressed about that. Or how interesting how that situation unfolded. Just be in a space of curiosity and wonder and joy. And it's not about it's not about being fake and just pretending things are good when they're not, but it's just about getting more into a neutral space of being an observer. Being very interesting. Like observing it like you're watching something on a movie screen rather than being in it. So to get back to your sense of center and your solid rock within yourself. Okay, and of course they're saying have fun this week, and this is so funny because the image they're showing me is an image of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Tigger bouncing on his tail and having fun and being silly and playful. And that is so funny. It reminds me, I saw the Christopher Robin movie. It is so good. If you haven't seen it, it's so good. This Winnie the Pooh movie that's out right now, it's super amazing. Great message. Okay. I normally don't talk about movies, but it's a really good one. Okay, see if there's anything else. Yeah, they're just blowing you lots of kisses and encouraging you to have a really phenomenal week, and it's up to you to create that phenomenal week. So give yourself what you need, mind, body, and spirit, lots of self-care. Give yourself what you truly, truly need. So thank you, angels and fairies, for this beautiful message. And I'm excited because the angels have guided me to create an opportunity to be in this flow of giving and receiving. So I know a lot of you have really been so grateful for these videos, and I'm so happy that they help, and I love the messages that the angels and fairies bring through. So if you feel like you've been getting a lot of value from these messages, then the angels are inviting us to get into this flow of giving and receiving. So if you've been receiving a lot of value, then you have the opportunity to give. And on my website, I have set up a space where you can give a monetary donation or contribution to keep these videos going and keep them to be completely free for you. And so it's really cool. It's about being in this flow of energy exchange of giving and receiving, and it's about elevating our energy, elevating your own energy as well. So just kind of tune in as I'm talking about this and see if you feel inspired to give. And even a donation of $1 or $5 really makes a big difference. And so you can tune in and see if you're guided to give anything to contribute to these beautiful video messages. And if you are, you can tune in to the amount. And so if you go to my website, CourtneyLongAngels.com, CourtneyLongAngels.com, then click on videos, and then there is a button at the top where you can choose to donate. You can do it as a one-time donation. You can set up a monthly donation, whatever you feel guided and inspired to do. So lots of kisses from the angels and fairies, lots of gratitude from me for anything that you might be guided to give. And yeah, it's just all about being in that beautiful flow of abundance and giving and receiving. All right, lots of love from the angels and fairies for all of us. And they're just saying, believe in yourself. So this is a message for everybody. Believe in yourself. Be gracious and generous with yourself. So it's not just give a little to yourself and give a lot to everybody else. Give a lot to yourself. Be generous with yourself. and give to others from an overflowing cup. So be in that flow of giving and receiving. I'm so grateful that you are in my world. So thank you so much for being in my world, and thank you for being your beautiful self. You are such a bright light, and I hope you have a phenomenal week. So thank you to you, thank you to the angels and the fairies, and I will talk to you soon.